Hey everyone, Jessica Payne here for this week's Casual Fridays, and I don't think I could be more casually dressed, just totally in a t-shirt. About to start my weekend. I heard back from a few of you to say post earlier on Fridays, so that's what I'm doing today. So you have a little bit of the morning light still coming through here in Los Angeles, so I want to say hi to everybody, and hopefully for those of you on the East Coast and then abroad, when you wake up tomorrow morning you'll be seeing this, or sometimes I see a few viewers watching me late at night, so whatever floats your boat. This week's Casual Fridays is kind of a twofer. I'm going to answer a question that was actually posted on my last one, which was a great question, and then I'm going to do a bit of a public service announcement because this week's been a bit crazy to say the least. So the first one was, let me answer this first question. It was a great question posted by, and I might be pronouncing it wrong, but is it PB? I think you're over in the Philippines actually. You had a great question, and I thought it was a question other people would ask. And the question was around, hey, I just created a Facebook page or business page on Facebook. It's not showing up in search. And so actually, if you look at last week's Casual Fridays video, I've linked to a really popular go-to page that Facebook actually refers a lot of people to. And basically the conundrum is this: you create a brand new page, like on any social media platform, you're sort of starting from scratch. Last week I talked about the Facebook algorithm, and I won't go into that this week. You can watch last week's for that. But essentially, just because you create a Facebook page doesn't mean you might necessarily show up in search. It's almost like when you create a brand new website, you don't necessarily see that show up in Google straight away. And that's because Facebook, like Google, has to sort of first understand that you exist. And different behavior and interactions with your page clue it, give that clue and that insight and that information to like a Google, like a Facebook. So the tips on that page, and I'll link again to it on this one, basically say, make sure that you give it some time, I think was the straightforward answer from Facebook. Obviously, the more people that follow your page, the more interaction and engagement you get on your actual Facebook page. I'm not talking about your profile, I'm talking about your page. And the more traffic you kind of have it going to and from it, that all spells beautifully great news to Facebook's algorithm, just like last week. And you'll start to see, I've seen pages be found in search after a day. I've also had to wait sometimes a week or two, which is really frustrating. I know I work with a couple of nonprofits, and when they first launch, or startups, when they first launch, you want them to be able to search. So here's my advice. Give it some time. Continue to build out your presence. Let everyone and their brother know that you are there so you get more followers and interaction, because that helps. And then what you want to do is you can try other tricks that can kind of tell Facebook that, hey, we're alive. In your posts, why don't you tag other pages on Facebook? Or link to news articles like I mentioned last week, or encourage a few friends to maybe post on the wall. All of that stuff tells Facebook that you are an active presence, and before you know it, they'll find you in search. The easiest thing you can do, because at the end of the day, people probably don't jump on Facebook to search for you. That's not how they find you. It's all about discoverability. Just link to your Facebook page and everything you put out in terms of newsletters, marketing collateral, in your images. Put a watermark with your handle. So for me, it's like @JessicaPayneOfficial. You see a lot of celebrities and concerts do this because, it's just one more visual cue. I think most people, when they see a handle, they know, oh, okay, that's their official Facebook. And if they can't find you straight away, they go over and they search that way. So PB, that's for you. Great question. And I would actually offer the same advice for any other social media channel, although they're a little bit more intricate. So that's the first one, first half. The second half is this, and I'll keep it really short. This week's been really crazy. I've been talking to friends and colleagues, and social media fatigue is very real. So if you need to walk away from social media, and I'll miss you because I won't see the interaction in your private messages and emails and stuff. But if you need to take a break from social media, do it. I do it too. It's really rough, especially during this week. So just listen to that voice. You don't need to be on social media all the time. Sometimes, like me, you'll jump on it just to, zone out, which is probably counterintuitive. So my public service announcement is, if you need to take a break from social media, do it, which is totally going against like my whole business because I'm all about social media. But at the end of the day, we're all human, And if you want to put purpose behind what you do every day, whether it's using social media for your business or just being the best person you are, showing up as you are, you need to make sure that you really create boundaries. And it's really easy for us as business owners, especially. You're probably saying, yes, you need to create boundaries in a lot of areas, but this week especially, if you need to take a break from the headlines and social media, this weekend is a good time to do that. So I'm going to encourage you to do that with me. I have a couple other goodies I'll link to in the comments, but again, this was Casual Fridays. I'll be back next week. And I might actually post on Thursday because I will not be totally available on Friday, but I'm going to see if I can try to post from the road. So you guys have been so great, your enthusiasm. I think this is maybe the 4th or 5th one I've done. And I love your DMs, I love your emails, and I'm actually over on Instagram too. So if you go at jpainbu, I should put that in the thing, you can find me there because some people like to access me through Instagram too. So I'm on Instagram and I'm also on Twitter, but this is the only place for Casual Fridays that I want to dedicate to you guys, this group, because you're so awesome. So shoot me a question via DM or email or comment here. I love answering your questions. I'd rather answer yours than just repeat my answers. So you guys have a great weekend. Again, walk away from social if you need to, or if not, just send love notes or what you know, just to cheer someone up. But take care. I'll see you guys next weekend, and love and blessings. Bye.